Hello everybody, I am Gamemaster Now 9, back with more of Disney Infinity. Previously, we took a glance at the toy box mode, which is pretty much where you're taken when you first start up the game anyway, so we kind of had to. But now, before we get back into the toy box, we're first going to go through all of the play sets. Now, play sets are pretty much new, kind of campaigns, I guess you could call them, that are each themed after a specific Disney or Pixar franchise. First one we're going to take a look at is The Incredibles. We may as well start a new game. Circular power is going to only be placed under a Disney Infinity figure in the circular slot. I'll get into those in a little bit. But for now, may as well look at this train. Each Disney Infinity figure comes with a selection of terrain, sky, special abilities, and its own toys. Not sure what that means.
Live on the scene as the National Supers Agency prepares to transport 3 notorious villains away to a maximum security prison. I think I speak for the entire city when I say, thank you, Incredibles, for saving us.
No thanks are necessary. It's all part of the...
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Wait, Mr. Incredible can hear the news reporter? Whatever. Anyway, Syndrome's back.
Get Snoring Gloria, the Hoarder, and my old pal Baron Von Ruthless together in one place? In fact, I'm so happy to see you guys, I think I'll throw a party. This is just a taste of the chaos my friends and I are about to unleash on this city. Catch y'all later!
Alright, now the game starts. So yeah, people trying to connect this to the canon of the Incredibles movie are probably going to have a nightmare, considering that, Syndrome is alive. If you've seen the end of The Incredibles, you'd probably know that, spoiler alert if you haven't seen The Incredibles.
I saw everything that happened, and I am on my way. Syndrome must not get away with this.
Alright. Thank you, Edna.
The National Supers Agency has asked me to assist you. First things first, I am activating your compass.
Alright. So that's one thing about the playsets that I may as well mention right now, is that with the compass, which we first saw in the toy box mode, each playset actually gives kind of a way to contextualize it within the playset, which I find interesting. As if, the character you're playing as is using the compass that the player is using. Oh, by the way, there is a prize capsule here. Prize capsules are found in playsets and come in 2 different colors, red and green. Oh, press A when knocked into the air to recover from a hit. So yeah.
Taking so long, darling. You must stop those omnidroids before there is nothing left of the docks.
Alright, I'm onto it. So yeah, climb up these pipes. So yeah, we can just... After pressing A to jump, you can press A again to double jump. We already knew about the double jump. By the way, over here is a character chest. Character chests require a specific figure to open. Oh, this is just instructing us on how to do a double jump. We learned about this in the introduction to this game. I should know a thing or two about that. Anyways, character chests have a character's icon on it. That indicates which character you need in order to open it, which in our case is Mr. Incredible. We open it with X or square if you're on PlayStation. We get a special prize for the toy box mode, which in this case is a Mr. Incredible costume. It's pretty much a costume that townspeople can dress up as. Every single character in this game has one, and it's one out of the many things you can unlock from character chests. In the playsets, each character has 3. In the toy box mode, oh, by the way, we got Mad Scientist hair. In the toy box mode, all the characters that can only be played in the toy box mode. Oh, hey, Syndrome. Yeah, all the characters that are only playable in the Toy Box mode have their own sets of character chests, and it's actually different for each character. They don't each have like 3 or whatever. They can range from having 2 chests to up to 7. So, yeah. Alright, we may as well deal with these Omnidroids. Alright, so... Yeah, right there is a character chest with Syndrome's icon on it. We can press X to play a video, and pretty much shows us the character that you need to open this chest, which in this case is Syndrome. So a little video. Bring the matching hero to this chest to open it. Exactly. And so, I said in the previous episode that each character has 2 different attacks. In the form of range attacks and melee attacks. Oh, by the way, mission complete. Where there's smoke. Alright, we got an achievement. Getting it started.
Local law enforcement needs your help now, darling. Take your car. You'll find it right there at the kiosk.
Alrighty. So over here is the... First of all, we may as well check out that achievement. Getting it started. Complete a story mission. Wow, that's it? Okay. Anyways, over here is the kiosk. This is where you can access toys and missions. This includes the mission log, where you can keep track of your missions in a playset, and the toy store. The toy store is where you're able to buy new toys for a playset, whether they be ones that can only be accessed within a playset, or can be accessed in both the playset and the toy box mode, including Mr. Incredible's sports car, a super knees to get to the action fast. And you can't go wrong with this amazing piece of finely tuned machinery. And there we go. Wow. That's a cool flip.
Be sure to check your mission log whenever you are unsure as what to do.
So the toys and missions can also be accessed in the, I want to say the pause menu, but rather with the select button. So pretty much the kiosk is useless because you can access this stuff anywhere by just the press of a button. So, yeah, we have a mission here, damage assessment. First, you must buy the car from the toy store and then find and talk to police officers. Alright. You can press X to activate the mission.
Oh, and one last thing. I have recalibrated your compass to point to your new objective. Follow it and keep an eye out for the beacons.
Yeah. Now we could go back to the mission log, and you actually have 2 options. You could either press X to start the mission with the compass telling you where you need to go, or you could press Y or triangle on PlayStation, or I think X on Wii U. Well, that's not going to be the case for this mission, but certain missions you can turn off the compass. We just need to drive our car with the same driving with the same driving controls that we saw in the Toy Box mode. Alright, may as well talk to this officer right here. There are citizens trapped under debris. Find them and free them. Alright. One over here. Alright, we gotta rescue 6 of them. So yeah, this is a lot of what the Incredibles playset has to offer. Pretty much a story about Syndrome coming back to Metroville, even though I meant to say this earlier, but if you haven't seen the Incredibles movie, first of all, I'd recommend it. It's amazing. It's an amazing film. But if you haven't seen it, I'm gonna talk about a spoiler for it. So if you haven't seen the movie, skip here. Anyways, in the movie, Syndrome straight up dies at the end. Not only that, but the car we just bought is the car that the family uses to kill Syndrome. I'm not joking. And so yeah, this one's definitely... Well, all 6 of the playsets in this game are very exploration-based. However, this one's a lot more combat-based than most others. There we go, Rubble Trouble, mission complete. And there we go, we leveled up. And we got a spin token. And we got 100 coins. Now, each playset actually has their own unique currency. And in this case, it is just golden coins. That is our currency to buy new items in the toy store.
Now this is my idea of a good time.
That's great to hear. Also, one interesting thing is that... Oh, first of all... You're here! Good! Please tell me you can put out that fire. That's a historic building! Oh no. As I was saying, in this game, Syndrome is actually voiced by Jason Lee, the same person that voiced him in the movie. So yeah, pretty cool that they actually got him to reprise his role in this game. Unfortunately, the same is not the case for Mr. Incredible. In the movie, he was voiced by Craig T. Nelson. However, in this game, he is voiced by Richard McGonagle, who you may know for voicing Sully in the Uncharted games. So yeah, pretty interesting. Alright, we got a villain costume. Those are actually costumes. So what we're getting from these prize capsules are actually costumes we can use to dress up our townspeople, these civilians, later on in the game. So that's one way you can kind of customize this town. Uh-oh. That guy's on the roof. Hurry! There are people trapped on top of those buildings. You gotta get up there and take them to the safe zone. On it. You can climb this building. Press A to grab onto the ledge. Oh. And now it's gone. So yeah, any glowing yellow lines you'll see are ledges that you can grab onto. Press A to pick up an object, and press right trigger to throw the object. Alright?
Tell me, why would those people climb a building to escape Omnitroid?
That's what I'm thinking.
Put them down, darling. All it takes is a...
Alright, we may as well push this billboard down so we could get a better, we could get a closer target. There we go, we got the businessman face. There we go. Oh, they have parachutes. Okay. See, the thing about townspeople across this game is that if they fall from a high height, they actually have parachutes. Why don't they just drop down themselves if they have parachutes? Whatever. Press Y to knock... Well, we already did that game. Kind of ahead of you there. There we go. That's another mission complete. With rooftop rescue. Alright, 3 out of 3 cops assisted. We did another mission, which I believe was a damage assessment, right? Yes. Alright. And so yeah, for each mission you complete, you'll get more coins and sparks, which you may already know can help you level up your characters and get you more spin tokens for the Toy Box mode. Edna's almost here, but Omnidroids have sworn the landing zone. Destroy those Omnidroids so she can land. Alrighty. I think I was trying to say earlier that, you know, each character has 2 attacks, a ranged attack and a melee attack. In the beginning of the Incredibles playset, the ranged attack is actually locked. You cannot access it. You cannot use it. So, for now, all you have are melee attacks, which is weird for such a combat-oriented playset. Later on in this playset, you will unlock the ability to use range attacks. And you actually have to unlock it with each individual character on individual missions. It's pretty weird. You have to quote-unquote learn it. You'll see what I mean later on. And also another cool thing is that the buildings in this playset are actually destructible. So yeah, if any damage is inflicted onto them, they'll actually change appearance, which is pretty cool, honestly. It's a nice little detail. It kind of makes this city a whole lot more believable, I guess. Or realistic, I guess. Even though this is a toy-themed game, or at least aesthetics-wise. Alright, green capsules will actually give you items for the Toy Box mode, while red capsules give you items specifically for the playset you are in. And there she is, it's Edna mode. Edna arrives. Alright. I believe we leveled up again. We may as well talk to Edna. We got 200 sparks for that.
Are you ready, darling? Good. The National Supers Agency needs you to reactivate our secret base. But of course Syndrome has destroyed the bridge. Be a dear. Build a new one and then open up the headquarters.
This is something that always bothered me, even as a kid. A lot of the time, the voice lines for missions never match up the text on screen for when a mission giver is talking. That always bothered me. So we have to go to the toy store to buy the Downtown Express Bridge. Provides access between Hero Park and downtown for only 100 coins. We have plenty of coins. We can afford it. So yeah, this bridge gives us access to a new area. Which, of course, in this case, is the NSA headquarters. The clue for opening the secret base... Oh. Alright. Now, Mr. Incredible is a character that has super strength in this game. Only a few characters do. Meaning that they can... Right, Gold Star Award, your own worst enemy. I believe I explained this in the previous episode, but each of the playsets have gold stars, which is pretty much a completion tracker across this game. Every playset has 30 gold stars to collect. We just got one with your own worst enemy. Destroy an Omnidroid with another Omnidroid. You know, because every now and then Omnidroids will kick the living crap out of them. There we go. So that's an easy solution for taking out enemies. You can just throw them into the water. However, you won't receive any sparks or coins for defeating them when doing that, unfortunately. Let's make our way to this headquarters over here. Now, is there anything in the mission log? The secret of Heroes Island. Use the toy store to purchase the bridge, then open the headquarters. Alright, does it even tell you about it?
If I remember correctly,
Oh, it does.
the secret to unlocking HQ is embedded somewhere on this mural.
Alright, well I see some golden plates on those. So that might give us a clue. We gotta climb across this whole place, or this whole mural. We find a capsule over here. Cute dress. Alright, that's one. Ooh. Alrighty. There we go. Alright, let's go pull on the other one, and it's right there. Look at that, we have unveiled the super statue. Alright. If you don't know, the superheroes within the Incredibles universe are often referred to as supers.
Was once the site of a state-of-the-art headquarters for all the local supers.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, well. I think with a little work and my inspired designs, we can make it presentable again, no?
I'm sure we'll be able to. We got bald! We have to unlock the ability to make our townspeople bald. That's interesting. Suit and pocket watch. Alright, do we head up here? Well, there's this platform right there. I believe we do. Jackhammer. So that's an accessory you can give your townspeople. Alright, and down we go. And look at that! It folds out. Kind of like an actual playset you would buy. I know that's what they were going for. And I do find it super charming that they, you know, did it in such a clever way like this. You know, it's like opening up a bat cave or a toy turtle lair.
Are you in peak fighting condition? Learn a full range of combos and superpowers at the training facility. Find it in the toy store, build it, and start training.
Alright, so yeah, across the playset you'll find these commercials that'll randomly pop up. Those pretty much indicate when a a specifically important new toy is available, like here.
The Supermax prison is designed to hold everyone from muggers to the worst of the worst supervillains. Get one from the toy store today.
So yeah, I think they were also in the toy box launch that we saw previous episode. They're pretty much meant to emulate toy commercials, which I think is kind of charming. That's kind of cute. So yeah, that's kind of the thing about this game that I kind of like, and I think is super charming, that they really take the toy aesthetic and kind of kick it up a notch with every little thing. All the little details are all like themed around toys, which I think is super cool. It's interesting because the developers of this game, Avalanche Software, also developed the Toy Story 3 video game. So I guess they kind of already had experience before making this game of doing so. And in fact, developing that game was actually what influenced them to start developing this game. And these two games are very similar, as that game actually has its own toy box mode. That's pretty similar to the playsets in this game, to where you'll do missions and expand your town in that game. It kind of has a Western theme to it.
Your combat trainer is ready to help improve your skills.
This is what I mean by the text being inaccurate to the voice clip, or the audio. It's not that big of a deal, it always bothers me. Alright, we have to build the training facility, which can be found in the toy store. So can the Supermax prison. So the training facility for 500 coins. Get your skills up to snuff. Evil won't stand a chance against a fully trained super. Get that right. And we can actually pick where we want to build it. We may as well build it over here. Doesn't really matter where. Oh, by the way, it's now available in the toy box whenever you first build it. So yeah, this training facility we can also use in the toy box mode, although it won't have as many functions as it does in this playset, but you can still place it down in the toy box mode because I guess it looks kind of cool, you know. If you ever want to make your own Metroville in the toy box mode, that's one thing you can use to enhance it. Mad Scientist. That is a Flask game. That is not a Mad Scientist. And there we go. The building was a mission. Room to breathe. And there's the sensei. Uh-oh. Nice. He defeated that guy backwards. I didn't even know you could do that. Man, what a cool sensei.
We have found you a trainer. Follow your compass to his location and bring him here to HQ.
We just saw him. He's here. There he is. We bring him to the facility? We do. Wow, that was easy. Kind of interesting that the little symbol that shows up whenever you complete a mission has a shadow, so it's a physical object within this world. Okay. I'll make sure to pay attention to that in the real world. If I do a mission in real life, will a giant symbol appear above my head? Whatever. By the way, pressing this button, you can get some punching bags if you want to punch them. Pretty cool. Doing this will allow you to jump on top of the building in order to get this capsule. Metroville Building Toy Pack 3, which you can use in the toy box to decorate it with Metroville-themed items. And there's another one over there. But we should talk to the sensei. To defeat these Omnidroids, call on your strength. Alrighty. Using his super ground pound, Mr. Incredible can deal high damage to a group of Omnidroids. Hit the Omnidroids with a super ground pound with the right trigger. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is Mr. Incredible's ranged attack. It's not really a ranged attack as there's no projectile to it. By the way, Mission Complete, the power within.
High above with the Glide Pack. Use it for missions, deliveries, or surprise attacks. Buy it from your toy store today.
Alright, will do. There we go, we got a gold star for it, the power within. We also got the glide pack's now in the store. Using a super ground pound, Mr. Incredible to deal high damage to a group of Omnidroids. Hit the Omnidroids with a super ground pound using right trigger. or R2 if you're on PlayStation, or ZR if you're on Wii U. We may as well get the capsule on the right. I know we don't have to right now, but it's bugging me. Shall never leave a capsule behind. Metroville Building Toy Pack 2. Very nice. So each, oh, by the way, we now have the ranged attack unlocked. For Mr. Incredible, each character playable in this playset has their own ranged attack that you must unlock by doing a mission for the sensei. Your uppercut is coming along nicely, but you have not yet perfected it. I will teach you. Alright, gotta learn the uppercut. Press and hold Y to perform the uppercut combo. Alright, we can see the move executed. We see the move executed again, or we can press A to continue the tutorial. Alright. Perform 3 uppercut combos on the Omnidroid. Alright. Pretty simple. Just hold the button. That's all you do. And I believe that is the mission. Uppercut Aficionado. The uppercut combo is an effective way to knock an opponent into the air and slam it into the ground. Oh yeah, by the way, sometimes these townspeople will not shut up. It gets pretty annoying. In this lesson, you will learn how to quickly switch between enemies you are fighting. Alright, let's do it. We're gonna have a little combat system, Batman Arkham style. Well, kind of. Probably not as complex as that game. But! Quickly switch between multiple targets. Switch between the targets using the left stick, pressing the attack button. So yeah, whenever you're facing multiple enemies, if you're... we got handling a crowd, or mission complete. Switching targets allows you to better control a combat scenario. Catch Omnidroids off guard by hitting them when they least expect it. So yeah, when you're facing multiple enemies and face towards an Omnidroid, or an enemy in general from a distance, your character will kind of automatically move towards it in order to attack it. So yeah, pretty cool. You must know when to attack and when to dodge. I shall teach you. Dodging, eh? I don't think I ever mentioned this yet, about dodging. Dodge to each pad in the correct order. Move the left stick in the direction and press B to dodge out of the way of an attack. Alright. Avoid Omnidroid's spinning attack by dodging backwards. So dodging, of course, is a pretty useful mission complete. Just dodge. That's the name of the mission. And we leveled up again. Nice. So yeah, dodging, of course, you could use as a defensive mechanism to use against enemies. Now, holding the B button or circle on PlayStation or A on Wii U lets you block attacks in this blocking position. And if you hold down the block button and flick a direction on the control stick, you will dodge in that direction. There are opportunities to master your skills all over the city. Find the Collect Crazy challenge and complete it. Alright. We'll do that later. Because all of the Sensei missions after the first one are pretty much what are considered in the game as side missions. There's main missions and side missions, which are similar to all sorts of mission-based games. We may as well go and talk to Rick Dicker, who was a character in the movie.
Well, look who it is. Good to see you again. Welcome to the new base of operations for the National Supers Agency. This is a state-of-the-art facility ready to help you local supers take down Syndrome once and for all. First order of business, we need to build the Supermax prison.
And yes, that is actually Bud Lucky reprising his role as Rick Dicker in this game. Now what's interesting is that I believe this was Bud Lucky's final voice role before he retired in 2014, I want to say. Alright, where should we place the Supermax prison? How about over here? There we go. Supermax prison now available in the toy box. I don't think I've mentioned this before, and it's a pretty important thing to note, is that with the playsets in this game, not every character is playable in the playsets. Only characters from the playsets franchise are playable in a playset. So in the Incredibles playset, only Incredibles characters are playable within it. This is a big criticism I would hear a lot of people talk about when this game first came out. It's that you couldn't play as every character in every... You couldn't play as any character in every scenario in the game, even though it's a Toys to Life game, where you can, you know, change characters whenever you want because it's a physical aspect of the game, or kind of outside of the game itself, technically. So yeah, we now have the Supermax prison where we'll lock up villains whenever we capture them. Which we will have to capture all the villains that Syndrome set free, including Baron Von Ruthless, Sonoring Gloria, and the Hoarder.
Excellent work. Now that we have the prison, it's time to bring in the guests of honor. The Hoarder's been sighted out at the docks.
The Hoarder, eh? Alright, so we're going to go back to the docks now. Now, in the movie, Edna Mode was voiced by actually the director of the movie, Brad Bird. However, he did not reprise his role. He did not reprise the role of Edna Mode for this game. They gave it to someone else. Which I think is super unfortunate. I would have loved to hear Brad Bird in this game. But, yeah, maybe he was busy at this time. Let's see, I'm trying to think. What would he have been working on at this time? 2013 or 2012, I'm guessing, when they probably recorded all the stuff. Although, I don't know, maybe. Oh, there he is! There's the Hoarder! So yeah, the Hoarder's whole shtick is that he will pretty much... Oh, he's got a nose, I just realized. I never realized that.
Before you bring the Hoarder back here to HQ, you've got to free his hostages. He was targeting citizens and supers, but there's no telling what you'll find in his traps.
So yeah, the Hoarder's whole shtick is that he will trap civilians into these sort of traps that we have to destroy and let the townspeople free. Now, I believe it said we had to find, what, 5 of them? Yeah, they're located all across the docks here. 2 out of 5. 3 out of 5. And that's 4. I believe there should be 1 more, right? Now, where could that be? We probably missed it. But I believe there's some stuff back here we can find. Yes, a prize capsule. Surgeon suit. Alright. Was I talking about something? Oh yeah, about Brad Bird. The only thing I could think of that he might have been working on at this time is the movie he directed, Tomorrowland, which was released in 2015, which is of course based after the part of Disneyland and Disney World's Magic Kingdom. Kind of the part... Oh hey! Seems to be a super! Thanks for saving me. Meet me back at HQ. I'll be ready to fight alongside you if you'd like me to. Alrighty. And mission complete. Look at that. Tight spaces. Alrighty. We got a forklift for the toy store. Construction foreman uniform. Okay. Come on, Rick. You interrupted me. I'm grinding on rails. Hordes left traps all over the city. Alright, so yeah, that's a side mission we'll worry about later. Pretty much clearing up the rest of the Hoarder's whole mess. Including one right here. So yeah, there'll be 30 for us to collect. You won't be able to reach all the Hoarder's traps in the city until you purchase... I think it said bridges, because there's that whole other island over there, which we'll have to access later on. Dark Dress. Get out of here.